should have priority over whether it is analytic brain or creative brain? Which one should have? Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So let's get on with the topic. How would you like to be corrected in between the session or at the end of the session? You're saying at the end or in between?
in between the session.
Perfect, perfect. All right, let's start with the session that is creativity. That's the topic of the day today. And I want to know, what does creativity mean to you?
Creativity means to make something new, or in anything which is already existing, to add something new or make it more innovative.
Okay. And are you a creative person?
Well, I am not that creative person, but
Okay.
sometimes if my mood changes, then I start to draw something or just learn to. I give ideas to my mother that she should add some materials in any dish.
Oh, okay, that's nice. All right.
Yeah, that kind. So I am not so much creative.
Is creativity something that you can learn?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can
Can
learn.
you please explain that? How will you learn to be creative?
Like any activity, if I am making any dish, making any dish, so in that dish, I can add some flavors to make it more delicious, or the way I present it. So the stuffs are added should be in a mannered way.
In a mannered way? So, two things I want you to notice, that is, you just said my mood changes, and then I tell my mom that please do something creative today, add some new spices or things in the recipe that she's making. Now, you forgot to mention when. So, when your mood changes, right? So, when
Right.
I change my mood, then only I do it. Okay. And you said in a mannered way. Don't not mannered way, in a creative manner. Okay? In a
Okay.
creative manner. Alright.
Yeah, I also found that I made a mistake.
Yeah, I know that. Okay. Who is the most creative person that you know of?
uh, well, there are many people, like on YouTube. There's one person named Tech Bruner, and as well as there are many more creators.
No, I'm asking you, do you know some creative people? Do you know anyone who is very creative, in your
In my
opinion?
in my in my opinion,
In
my
your
brother,
circle?
yeah, in my surrounding, my brother is more creative, as he used to make some work on activities like craft, and sometimes he used to draw paintings, and sometimes sketches. So he is more creative than me.
He used to draw sketches, he used to draw paintings. Both of these three are verbs. These three can be used as verbs. Which three I'm talking about? Draw, paint,
Draw, paint.
sketch. These are all three verbs. So you can see that he used to sketch, he used to paint, he used to create things. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how important is creativity for you in your life? Are you working
Uh,
or studying?
I am a student,
Okay. What are you studying?
pursuing masters in science,
Science. Which subject?
chemistry.
You're doing master degree in chemistry. Okay. So, do you think that you will be needing creativity very soon in your life whenever you're having a job?
Uh, if a job creativity, sorry, I don't get the question.
Do you think that you will be using creativity later on in your life while doing your job?
No, it can be done at any moment of time. At any
Mhm.
time, there's no need that if I do job, then only there can be any creative work can happen. It can
Okay.
happen at any time.
Okay. Give me an
So,
example.
like if I want to make so I want to do something creative, like to make any story or any quotation.
Mhm.
So that's the way to
That's
make
also
create.
creativity.
That's
That
also
is
creative.
also considered as creativity. Okay. Now there are two kinds of job. One is non-creative, one is creative, right? So you can have any of the two. Which one would you prefer? Creative or non-creative?
Yeah, definitely learning new things make is a creative thing. So I want to do a creative job.
Okay. According to you, what profession requires the most creativity?
In my opinion, the person who paints or who makes a program, uh,
Mm.
how to run a car using a program, or how to run a bike, or there's a who are in the field of computer science as well as who are doing painting and some craft activities in that creativity is involved.
Computer science? No, we can say that technology. We're on the field of technology,
Yeah,
right?
nowadays artificial intelligence is in trending.
Yeah. Are you using ChatGPT in life?
No, no, I don't
Don't
use
use it.
ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Have you ever
Okay.
used?
No, I don't need to. Okay. Yes, I have enough people to talk to, and I can write my own essays, so I don't need to.
That's great.
Um, yeah. So talking about creativity again, do you think it is better or more important to be creative than analytical in life?
We should be both creative as well as analytical.
Okay, why?
Otherwise, because we should take both things together. Sometimes uh, one can one can become more prioritize or I unable to recall the word. Uh, because we have to be think about like if I'm doing purchasing anything, so I have to analyze whether it's good or bad. So in case of that, I should be analytical, and if the things is sorry, I am unable to explain it.
Explain in your language.
Uh, Creative and analytical both are which is better? You are
Hmm.
asking, na?
Hmm. According to you, which one you should? You just said that you need both, right? I'm just asking why do you need both?
Why? क्योंकि एनालिटिक्स भी होना जरूरी है. एनालाइज करेंगे किसी चीज को तभी हम उससे देखेंगे उससे हमको क्या प्रॉफिट हो रहा है या क्या हम उससे कुछ उसी में हम और अच्छा क्या कर सकते हैं एनालाइज करके. तो एनालाइज और क्रिएटिव दोनों काम जरूरी होता है.
So judge. The word you're looking for is judge. Through your analytic brain, you can judge whether it is useful or not for yourself. And then also with creative mind, you can think that is it creative enough for you to use it. So both things are needed. Okay. So you cannot give priority to one. You have to understand where you have to understand when it comes together. Is it making sense? Right? Okay. Now, one thing you said that we have to be think about. No, don't use be. We have to think about. Okay. We have to think about. The moment you're using BEB, then you have to use ing with the verb in a passive
Okay.
structure. So please don't use be. We have to think about. All right. Now, as we are already talking about creativity and analytic mind at the same time, which would you prefer? If I give you one choice that you have to be either creative or very analytical, which one would you choose?
I would like to choose analytical
Okay. Why?
because analyzing things are very great, in my opinion. As due By analyzing, we can come to know about the where we should have to go and what we have to attain.
Are very great. Analytic, analyzing things are very great. What is very great? Great is great. There are no degrees of very great or less great. Okay,
Okay,
so
sorry.
it is only great. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
I
Do you
I
think?
want to know that whether I am giving the right answer or I am just talking beat about the bush.
Okay. So first of all, whenever you are having sessions here on Clapingo, we are not judging you on the basis of your answers. We are judging you on your English. Okay. So there is no wrong answer or right answer. This is just your opinion. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you give wrong answers. All right. If your English is correct, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Do you think creativity is important for the world?
very important
Why?
because doing same thing again and again makes people bore.
That's why it is important because you get bored.
Yeah, I think so. It makes our mind very.
Okay.
It creates a new ways, different ways.
Okay.
Also for that,
Creativity helps us to create. The sentence can end there. Na? Creativity helps us to create. If we don't create things, as you said, if we don't create things, life will be very much boring. Right? Okay.
right?
Coming to the next one, just a minute. Okay. What is the most creative way to describe the uses of a pen? Can you tell me?
Creative way to describe a pen. Like if I want to say about two pens, if one pen is simple and the other one has many qualities, including color, as well as there are many numbers of refills are also in that pen, and it has different way to open and use different color pen. So that's the way, and how the ink, how the ball point is working, that's also matters. So in this way, I can define tell about the pen, which is more creative
Okay. Two things. You said different way to. So if you're saying different, then
ways.
not one, right? Different ways. That's also matter. That matters. That also matters. S is in the wrong way. Okay.
Okay,
So I'm going to give you your overall feedback. First is you have to work on your sentence construction. Okay. Thought, chain of thought is good, but if you can't explain those chain of thought in English, in the language, then there is no point of having a chain of thought, right? So what I suggest is make simple sentences rather than huge thought. Okay. Cut your
okay,
sentences. If you have a long sentence in Hindi, then cut it into parts and then say, right? The way you
right.
explained me what you were talking about the priorities, which one should be, which one should have priority over whether it is analytic brain or creative brain, which one should have more power. So cut your sentences in smaller parts so that you can explain it in English. Number two is tense. Tense is something that we need to work on, right? So what is tense? Tense is nothing but time. So understand that time gap, time period, what you're talking about, and according to that, create your sentence. All right.
All
Am I
right.
making senses? Are you
Yeah,
understanding?
definitely you are making senses.
If you
I
don't
agree with
understand
your opinion.
something, yeah, okay. So why? Because you were just listening. So if you don't understand something, you can ask questions. Any questions?
Okay, I want to know the difference between think of and think about.
I'm writing it down. in the chat box. Okay,
Okay.
good question. Okay. Just read it out and just excuse me for 1 second.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, think on or think about is when you are considering something and talking and taking time to think it through. Think of is used when recalling something from memory.
Understood the difference? So
Yes.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking about English right now. I'm thinking about English right now. So this is something that is going on. I'm working on it. Okay. I'm thinking on this topic a lot. I'm thinking of you means something happened with you that is in my head, that is in my memory stored, and I'm thinking of that situation. Okay? So these are the two differences. So whenever you're using these, you need to understand at what context you're talking about. Are you talking about a memory, or are you talking about something that you are going through right now? Is it clear? Am I making senses?
Yeah.